Most people who carry a pistol with an optic eventually get tired of cleaning lint and dust out of their open emitter sights. It is a constant battle, especially if you carry daily. That is exactly where this thing steps in. It is a fully enclosed unit, which means the emitter is tucked away behind a lens, keeping the elements out and your dot crisp. When you first pick it up, you notice the build quality immediately. It is machined from 70-75 aluminum, and it feels solid without being unnecessarily bulky. It sits surprisingly low on the slide, which is a huge win because it means you can often keep your factory iron sights in place without needing to swap them out for taller suppressor height versions. That low profile makes a massive difference in how the gun feels in the holster and how it points when you draw. The glass is surprisingly clear, too. Sometimes these enclosed optics can have a bit of a tint or distortion, but the aspheric lens here keeps the sight picture looking natural. Now, the reticle options are where things get interesting. You have the choice of a simple 2 MOA dot, or if you prefer something a bit more versatile, there is the multi-reticle system with the 32 MOA circle. Having that circle dot option is great for picking up the target quickly during a fast drill, but if you are doing precision work, you can just toggle back to the clean dot. The brightness settings are well spaced, with plenty of options for daylight and a few dedicated night vision modes if that is your thing. One of the smartest features is the shake-awake tech. It is one of those things you forget is there until you need it. You set the optic down, it goes to sleep to save the battery, and the second you pick up the firearm, the dot is back on. It is snappy and reliable. Speaking of power, that CR1620 battery is tucked into a side tray, so you do not have to pull the whole optic off the gun just to swap it out. That is a major headache saver. If there is a downside, it is that the window size is a bit smaller than some of the massive competition-style optics out there. It is a trade-off for the enclosed design, but it is something to keep in mind if you are used to a huge field of view. Also, while the included RMR adapter plate is a nice touch for compatibility, it does add a tiny bit of height, so just be aware of your specific mounting setup. Honestly, for a duty or carry gun, this is a really strong contender. It is rugged, the battery life is solid enough that you won't be stressing about it, and it just works. It is one of those pieces of gear that feels like it was designed by people who actually spend time at the range. If you're tired of blowing dust out of your optic, this is probably the upgrade you have been looking for.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.